Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
The thirst is absolutely back, everybody. Wow. It has been 7 long years, but I am still the same person, Sir Aaron Carter, and I am here, of course, with Stephen Gutierrez, the internationally known man of mysteries.
Holy shit! Is this happening?
Yes,
is this
it is
real?
happening. Yes, it is real.
This is strange. This is foreign.
Not just yet. It's gonna get even stranger because haunting your nightmares, coming for your children's children, the one and only Freddy Krueger's with us. Everybody, give it up, Freddy Krueger! Everybody, come on, give it up. No, that's not what we're doing.
You're a dick.
No? Oh, okay.
My sweater looks really cool. I love it.
I mean, it looks.
It's a sweater.
Yeah, it keeps you warm. Yeah,
wow.
It
you
keeps
know what?
you warm.
I'm the only one that went to fashion school over here, so I know style. You guys do not.
That's true. You went to fashion school. I just want to know what grade you got because you put on that
sweater. Wow, this sweater looks great. I look fantastic, sir.
And of course, as always with us are, of course, the people that keep us, functioning as human beings. The chat is here. How you guys doing today? I know it's been a while. And below, of course, we have intern Beth, who has not left that seat since we've been on our hiatus. That's
she's
right.
Been working. She hasn't stopped.
The Oblivion's closed down, and she's still in there working.
Yeah, she's like, I won't let it go. You know how there's those people that chain themselves to trees? That's Beth. That's Beth right there. She will chain herself just to make sure that what stays.
Yeah. Super glued her wrists to her laptop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She can't lift.
That dedicated, people. She's that dedicated.
Yeah. We had to spoon feed her. It's crazy.
So you're probably wondering right now, what happened? Where were we? What did we do? Why were we gone for so long?
When the world needed us the most, we vanished.
Yeah. And then 2 native kids of Alaska found us in a giant ball of ice. And I don't actually remember how they thought us out. Anybody? Any clues?
I think they just cracked the ice.
Yeah, they cracked the ice. Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I think that was some kid with a boomerang.
You mean Sokka and Katara?
Wow, right. Way to
I didn't get their names.
Way to break immersion there.
Wow.
Way to break immersion there, Rachel. Jeez. Good lord. Read
it's
the
terrible.
room. Read the room.
Okay,
so we've been gone for some time. We have plans that I know I wanted to hold us back on doing podcasts till we got back into the same room. There's there's some type of pandemic going on or something like that outside.
You guys heard about this?
Yeah, you guys heard about this thing for the last 2 years? Like it's crazy. It's like a bunch of masks and some type of T virus going around. Or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So, it kind of kept us from being in the same room with each other. So, we had to find some fancy ways. So if you're new listening to the podcast and you're listening to it, like post pandemic, so you only know us as being live on twitch.tv/before you log off. We used to be in the same room at one point, but things happen. So
one day soon.
For sure. One day soon. We got kind of tired of not doing it. It's a fun task, and so we had to come back. And studio is still in the works. Thank you, everybody, for your subscriptions and any bits or donations that you've given towards the ultimate goal of getting that studio built.
Yeah, everything that we get from this, streaming on Twitch, we put directly into the BYLO fund for our studio. So hopefully we can get it going soon.
That and cocaine.
No,
lots and lots.
Can't get enough of it.
No, I'm shutting this up. No, we don't do that.
And your nostrils.
Yeah.
Oh my God, TOS.
Rachel likes to Scarface it. She's Tony Montana.
Wow.
Sweet Bogota and bullion.
If it's either cocaine or hookers, can't get enough. That's Rachel's motto.
Living the high life.
Yeah.
Thank you. But thank you again. Can't
In
thank
the
you enough.
muff of the cocaine.
We're gonna
Can't
get in
thank you
trouble from
enough.
Twitch over here because of you two. You two are the problematic children.
It's
Can't
called
handle us
satire. It's called
At the
satire.
11.
Oh my
It's called
goodness.
satire. Thank you, Jay Ricochet, for subscribing and donating straight to the old Last Snoke Says Booger Sugar fund. So yeah, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
We also have a TikTok now. Yes, we
We
are. We are older than the average age of a TikToker, but
It's just
it
a lot
doesn't
of
mean
popping and
Yeah.
locking.
doesn't mean we can't talk like the rest of them. All right?
Wow. 100%, like not 100%. I would say at least like 80% of all the TikToks you guys have posted is roasting me. I just want to point that out there. I'm putting that out there.
I would
We
say,
roasted Jerry too.
we
Yeah,
definitely
he's like
roasted Jerry.
10%, 80%. 80% is me.
Well, first of all,
You've done
I'm
this
not-
to yourself, Anakin.
a lot of them are you doing
Sorry
it
that
to
I'm
yourself.
so hilarious, man.
Yeah, a lot of it's doing to yourself. And second of all, I don't know math, so I can't tell you the percentage of things like that.
Yeah, what am I, an algorithm?
Exactly. But you should check us out. We're at BYLO Network, I believe it is. That's our TikTok name.
I
Yes,
believe
BYLO Network.
And it's
At the TikToks.
BYLO, And Bingo, what is his name? So yeah, check us out. We're going to be posting things there. Rachel did an amazing job guessing the WWE Attitude Era wrestlers.
Yeah, I'm an expert in all things sports and wrestling.
And you can tell.
Yeah,
And
you can tell by the TikToks. Yes.
Yes, the TikToks are a clear vision of that. So go
So
check
that's
that out.
great.
And actually, I like TikTok. TikTok was the thing that I know I kind of stayed away from in the beginning of it because I was like, I don't want any more social medias. But I like that it's not actual social media and it's just quick
It's
forms of
mini YouTube.
entertainment. Yeah,
It's mine.
It's mini
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Great.
another thing
I'm
to
addicted.
keep you distracted for the government. That's what it is, people. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Yeah,
what
you
it is.
sheeple.
Yeah, open your
Oh my
eyes.
god.
Yeah.
I mean, if
what
you
it
get on
is.
No,
political,
no
the
boots.
political side, you'll totally see all the stuff.
Oh,
the
trust me.
eyes.
2 a.m, I'm all on the conspiracy TikToks. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean like actual like just political ones because like right now with the whole add to the craziness of the world, the war over in Ukraine and Russia and everything,
Mhm.
there is TikToks of people who are like capturing Russian tanks and they're making TikToks of how to like actually drive them and operate them so you can just commandeer the Russian I would say the Russian
Ah.
TikToks for the Russian tanks.
You know what's crazy? Because we're in a time now where cameras are literally everywhere. So
Yeah.
there's on the front lines of incidences and war and anything that happens in the world, there's a camera pointing at it. So it's not like maybe in the 1930s where you had to hear about it in like maybe a newspaper or at the beginning of a movie at the movie theater. This
Yeah.
time it gets straight to you. Like there's no hiding anymore. So it's an interesting time to be alive to see all this stuff. But I digress. We'll get back onto the nerdy stuff. TikTok kind of veered us over there. I got some conspiracies. If you guys are, whenever you guys are ready,
So
I got
birds
plenty.
aren't
Always
real.
ready.
got conspiracies.
Giants
But
are real too.
we've also been able to keep a steady stream, guys. Stream schedule.
Yes, we have, and
proud
thank
of
you
us.
everybody that's joined us for those streams.
Yes.
It means the world to us. So thank you for that support.
Yes. Give yourself a round of applause. Yes.
Around the sound, baby.
I am excited about the games that we've been playing. Rachel put a lovely schedule up for us today. Not today, just in general. There's a bunch of different ones that we go through, from Grounded to Sea of Thieves to Fallout. We've played a lot of co-op games. Rachel, what is your favorite one so far? I mean, we've done this for like what, 2-3 months now?
Yeah. I know. I think Sea of Thieves is actually my favorite because we just get to goof around, do a bunch of random missions, and also we kind of just get to chill and talk with like the chat a little bit more. Because I feel like other games we get a little distracted, but Sea of Thieves we get like break times. Been a lot of
Steven?
fun.
I'm a big fan of Grounded. Yeah, that one's just always fun. Because even with you, like Rachel designing her stuff and then you trying to find the next mission there, and like I can go around and just collect materials.
Yeah, and then you get bored, just kill a bunch of bugs.
That's true. Or get killed by a bunch of bugs.
Oh,
So
spiders.
don't remind me.
Speaking of spiders, that one TikTok you sent me of like, what is it, the new game Elden Rings, Aaron?
Oh yeah. With the
Yeah,
hand.
the hand spider. That was terrifying. I'm like, okay, I'm really glad there's nothing that scary in Grounded.
So that game seems to be monopolizing a lot of my TikToks as of late. Like,
dude, mine too. Like, I'm not even searching that shit.
Me neither,
Yeah.
but it's everywhere for some reason. Like, it's I understand the game is like ridiculously hard, right? And actually, it just looks. I'm sorry, I see everybody giving it 10s and stuff like that. It just does not look fun. Like, it is just It looks like it is just you're just punishment. Hold on, Reflect Prism in chat says, "Is this a podcast or a rerun?" This is live, sir. This is live.
And in your house right now. Turn around. Put your hands up. Give us all your money.
This is legit though. There are games that are frustrating because it's hard to beat a certain level. We'll say, I don't know, just to make this more personal to people that have played the game. Lion King, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
First of all, I'm just saying, some levels are harder than others. Some players can beat the levels. Some players can't beat the levels.
I feel attacked right now.
Why do you feel attacked? Did I say Rachel couldn't beat a certain level?
No, okay, the way you're saying it, your tone. And then also, when I told you I couldn't get past a certain level, you're like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to stream this. And as long as I get past the level Rachel got, I'm good. And you did. You got past the level and you're like, never playing it again. I won. Rachel lost.
That may either be true or false. We don't know because those videotapes don't exist anymore. So we have no proof of any of those allegations.
How dare you?
I'm just saying. But Elden Ring, it just looks like it's just one bad thing after another.
It's Dark Souls and like Sekiro, and I'm just not into that style.
I legit saw somebody drop down off a roof, land, and then an enemy appeared out of thin air and stabbed the person to death, and like in one hit, like an animation stab, and then bounce out. And I was like, why is this fun? Why would I ever have fun with that?
Yeah.
Like,
what is it? Sadomasochism, right? Isn't that the thing? Masochists?
Yes.
They like to harm to them, or like to be harmed, right? They
like to be hurt, and like especially with like Elden Ring, I feel like that's going to really hurt like you deep down inside. You're gonna have to go to therapy for all the trauma from that game. Yeah. No, thank you.
Hurt me, game daddy.
So I'm interested.
Oh my god.
I'm interested because Jerry has it, right? Our friend Jerry has it.
And that's exactly what I hear every time because he's in the room next to me. Is hurt me, game daddy.
My god. I'm just waiting for Emma to have to play that for her charity stream.
I don't think she ever will.
She did Dark Souls and she did Sekiro. Yeah, she caves. It's for the animals, Aaron.
Her chat just got to look up at her and bat their little pretty eyes and then be like, please.
Oh, that's assuming that the chat has pretty
Emma.
Eyes over there. I think you're assuming a lot over there.
I'm just yeah. I'm in a good mood, man. We're back.
So
before we jump into the new topic, I was gonna say, know what game I'm really excited for?
What is that?
What is it? Tiny Tina's Wonderland or Wonderworld? Which one is it?
Oh, yeah. Because so what she's referring to as well is because with our schedule now, we actually have games planned that we're going to play. So we have old games that we're going to get back to, like the Raft. If you guys came and to our stream when we were playing Raft and you missed us playing Raft, we're going to get back to that when they do the updates, which they did a tweet today where they showed like a little character swap of the clothes and stuff for your characters. But some of the new games we're going to get to. One is Tiny Tina's Adventure. No, it's not. That's not the name of it.
I think it's like Wonderland. I'm pretty sure.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Yes, Wonderlands. 4 players co-op, mixing of Borderlands and kind of D&D role-playing stuff. I'm hyped.
I'm really excited for it. You showed us that trailer today too, or was it like yesterday? And I watched it. I was like, okay, this looks so good. I can't wait for us to play it on the 25th.
Was it with the Scottish woman doing the voice talking about it? Like, hey, Tiny Tina's Wonder is a 4-player co-op, whatever. Yeah,
and they showed all the gameplay and everything.
Yes, I sent that sent that to you guys at TikTok today, also because I just kind of like that TikToker. She's amazing. She's good. But Yeah, no. So that game, you can pick like 8 classes, pick out of 8 classes in the beginning, and then at a certain level, you multi-class. So you could pick another class to add on top of your own class. So it's not like you're just static with one thing. We haven't played a Borderlands game since 3.
I haven't played a Borderlands game with you since 1 because we didn't play 2 together. We didn't play 3. Yeah.
True. So this will be the first time that we're going to play a Borderlands. Actually, the first time that we're actually going to play kind of a narrative game, because normally we play. Have we played any other ones? I'm trying to think. What game have we played that we've like? There was a story we beat, and you could be like, "That's complete."
Drake's Hollow.
Yeah, there it is. Stephen was gone. Yes.
Stephen wasn't there. Yeah, we had Carrey and Mari. Yeah.
Drake's Hollow. That was a fast. That was a quick one. Yeah, we really burned that.
Yeah, I remember saying, "Hey guys, I'll be out of town. Like one more day, I'll be back and we can play a game." And then I get the text. Right
when you said that, Rachel was like, "Let's hurry up and beat it before he gets back." I was
How
like,
dare you? How dare you?
Believe
Okay,
that.
you can make up these lies and quote unquote remember that, but you can't remember you trying to shame me with Lion King.
No, but I think I did clip that you saying, "Hey, let's hurry up and beat it before Steven gets back."
Wow.
So we can check that out on twitch.tv/before you log off clips. And we can put that up there and show everybody that clip. And I was like, whoa, Steven will be back in like a day. Rich, what are we doing?
And I also beat it before both of you.
Gross. That's disgusting. All right, but that's not the only game we have planned for the future. Nightingale is another game that we have planned whenever that will actually come out further in the future.
And Pal World.
Pal World, which is Pokemans with guns and
Hell yeah.
slavery, apparently.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, dude, that looks dope.
Yeah.
I can't.
Man.
It's got everything. So it's got a Pokemon. I like the fact that you can fuse Pokemon together to make something new. I like the fact that it seems like it's open world. There's automation to where you can get your Pokemon to basically slave away for you. I mean, I didn't call it slavery, but spade's a spade, people. A spade's a spade.
Slave away. Wow. And I didn't say slavery.
A spade's a spade, people. But it looks good. It's from the makers of...
Monster Rancher?
Craftopia.
Doesn't say it looks like Monster Rancher.
No, from the people that did Craftopia, which is on Game Pass right now. I don't know if we would like that one. That one looks that one felt very generic. So I never kind of was like, put that on there.
It doesn't have cute monsters and it doesn't have guns. I'm not interested. No. Give me the guns.
Oh yeah, what are you, a gun model now?
So we do a lot of. Wow. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the podcast, we do a lot of just kind of co-op things. Me personally, I like the co-op stuff. It's more entertaining than your kind of single narrative. Here's the thing. Actually, I was just talking to Emma, another friend of ours, who is big into single player story driven games, and we were talking about the different types of stories that we kind of take in. And I think the reason why I like the co-op type of stories where it's a mixture of open, free, do whatever you want, craft, hunt, do all that type of stuff story and have lore and story in it is because they give you some story, but the stories that you make along the way that you do yourselves, the little adventures that you create yourselves, to me it's like nobody else is getting that experience because it's just you and the group of people that you're playing with. That's priceless. You can't make that type of stuff up. Me and Steven were playing Sea of Thieves just like 2 days ago, and we got into a year-long battle with
sure the hell did
another ship.
It was a rivalry.
Organic stuff like that to me is like the essence of co-op gaming, which I crave that stuff.
Yeah, so. And like I don't know, I think it's just really, it's just fun to bond that way too. Because I feel like if it wasn't for like co-op video games, we wouldn't be as close. Like that's how we made our friendship, was just like playing Sea Thieves and all the multiplayer games that we have been playing since beginning of the pandemic.
About that time, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to count the, the 7 years ago us cosplaying,
okay, that
around.
isn't real. That
8 years
real.
now.
Oh,
It's-
Oh my
okay, 8
goodness.
years. Yeah,
You know
I
what I
forget
mean?
time moves forward. So yeah, 8 years
We
now.
didn't actually
Excuse
know
us.
each other. We just ran
That's
into
cool.
each other.
It's cool. It's cool.
Pretty sure we interviewed you.
I'm pretty sure that
Couple
I'm-
cosplay.
I have
Oh
a
my
hard
goodness.
drive right here in front of me, people, that
Mhm.
has pictures of, her good friend Rosie. And that's from like 17 years ago, basically.
7 years ago.
It kind of, I mean, time is a, construct.
Wibbly
All right.
wobbly, timey wimey type
so,
thing.
Yep. Who knows? Who knows how long ago it was?
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so all that to say, we got a ton of different games coming up, and I can't wait to get into the new stuff. So, yeah. So, what did we miss while we were on our hiatus?
Everything.
So we were frozen in carbonite.
We definitely missed a bunch of TV. Well, we didn't miss a bunch of TV shows.
No,
we missed
we
talking
watched them.
about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely missed
We
out.
watched everything, like all the MCU stuff that's been coming out. We've been like keeping up to date with it, and we've been talking about it during our streams, but no real podcast.
Again, the stream is twitch.tv/ before you log off, just in case you guys, aren't
In case
are
you
watching
forgot
us
it
live.
5 seconds ago.
Yeah, you gotta let the people know. Gotta let the people know.
That's how we get out there.
Rachel, you wrote the notes today. What are we talking about first? What was the shows that we went through?
I made a list of just like 5 big ones I felt like were pretty important. The Hawkeye Show. How did you guys feel about that? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
7.
Yeah, I would probably give it a 6 for myself. Maybe 6.5.
Steven?
No, 7 actually pretty good. I was gonna say like 7, 8, but
Yeah.
I think 7 actually fits pretty good because it was like you got the cool stuff from seeing Kate Bishop, and so it's kind of like you can see the future of a character,
Mhm.
like the start of the character. So, and then you also got more of Yelena, which was always good.
I think she
top
was the best
notch.
part of it. Yeah, she was the best
Yeah.
part of it. So,
Yeah, hands down.
and then
Snoke-
also, oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Snoke in chat said Hawkeye was mad. Jay Ricochet seems to like Kate Bishop with the hard eyes.
Yeah, I feel like she'll be a good addition, like once they develop her more. But Yelena, she totally stole the show for me. But the thing I got really excited about was them confirming that the Netflix Daredevil is actually part of the MCU.
Oh yeah, we got in Spider-Man for sure. You saw Charlie Cox. I couldn't remember his name for a hot second.
But I saw the Hawkeye before the movie, so it's just like I freaked out over Kingpin. So
Oh yeah.
so it was like the reverse for me.
Okay. So we got 2 characters from the Daredevil series. We got the Kingpin and we got Daredevil, both in movie and TV show respectively. And it was actually great how they integrated both characters on the big and small screen. So with Hawkeye, we actually got a bunch of characters for Hawkeye introduced. We got Echo, just like Jay Ricochet say. She's going to get her own spinoff. If you haven't, she's in the comic books right now. I don't know actually where she's at in the comic books right now. Last time I read about her, she got the Phoenix Force, so she's like an entirely different character whenever you get the Phoenix Force.
Oh dang.
Yeah, but since MCU doesn't have Phoenix Force, and we're not going to get that just anytime soon.
Yeah. Soon.
So we got her, we got Kate Bishop, we got Kingpin, we got Daredevil finally back in the mix on the Spider-Man universe. I only rated Hawkeye at a 7 because I felt like it started off a little slow.
Yeah.
And it only picked up towards the end. But I kind of felt the same way with Loki too. Like it took a second.
I don't know. I just thought Loki was a little bit more interesting, and I think that's just because I liked the character in the setting more than Hawkeye. I really just did not care about Hawkeye, and I didn't know anything about Kate Bishop, so I was just kind of going, I'll watch it because it's MCU.
Yeah, and you want to see those connections, where it goes. Kate Bishop, of course, not Kate Bishop, excuse me, Yelena, like you guys said before, always steals the show. She's just a
so good.
she's a good character. I want to see her in more movies though. Like I feel like she
The
needs
actress
the big screen. Yeah, because
or
she
or the character.
both.
Yeah.
Both. I don't know what she's gonna
Let's
do
wait for
movie
me.
wise next. Well, I mean, I want to like see her in theater.
She's still young. She's got a lot of time.
Yeah, she's
I
so talented.
I did hear she was auditioning for the Madonna movie.
I can see it, but I think that role's been cast already. I don't know if
Has it?
Yeah, I think it's already been casted.
But you know how they come out with like two of the same type of movies. This is probably like one of those.
Hmm.
And think about it. I mean, roles can change. We found out about
Sure.
Vigilante and Peacemaker.
That's true. That's true because like Vigilante, they had somebody else and they like filmed, I think like already half the show with him, and then they're like, "This isn't the right fit. You're taking this too seriously." So they kicked him out, got the new person, and he stole the show. He's so fantastic. I didn't think I'd like that character, but you love him. You love him at the end.
Bad Kitty in chat, how you doing? Says, do we consider Hawkeye a holiday series? Is it one to watch each year during Christmas?
I mean,
Ooh.
it's
It is.
surrounding Christmas a lot more than Die Hard, and if people say Die Hard's a Christmas movie, then
What?
Wait, isn't Die Hard on Christmas?
it is. But like, I feel like this centers around more Christmas. So, like, they talk about it, and they're like, "Oh, he has to be home before Christmas," and
What's
there's
more
more to
Christmas
it.
than the day of Christmas?
There's an episode where it's the day of Christmas too.
Saint Nick's
have
beer.
Christmas parties.
They're at a Christmas party in Die Hard.
Whatever, I don't care. I don't consider it. It's
I was like,
Hawkeye is more of a Christmas show than that.
I don't.
But,
I don't know any. Okay, so do you guys have holiday movies that you watch each year that are on that whole? Is it a holiday movie? Is it not a holiday movie? Because like I don't have a.
Really?
Yeah, I
watched
don't have
Klaus,
anything
but
like
that's an
that.
actual Christmas movie.
The hell is
What movie?
Klaus?
Klaus is it came out the same
Oh.
time as Into the Spider-Verse, and it's a whole movie about how Christmas came to be, and it's about the mailman. He makes Christmas be a thing so he can send out more letters, but it's really good, and the animation's amazing.
Oh, it's an
Elf is
animated
also-
movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Elf is also a good one.
I legit don't have a holiday movie that like. I'm into holiday movie like Home Alone, one,
One of the
two,
both one and two
great movies.
greatest Christmas movies of all time.
Jingle All the Way, another good Christmas movie.
Who said you can eat my cookies?
Yeah.
Keep going. Come
But
on, man.
but I just don't. I don't ever have like a tradition. You know, Friday 3. That's another Christmas
Classic.
movie. Rachel, have you seen Friday 3?
No.
All right.
Friday?
All right. All right. She hasn't seen. We're gonna watch all 3 of them. We're gonna watch them all back to back with Rachel. She's gonna love every single
I've
one
seen
of them.
Friday the 13th.
No, well, we can tell that from what you're wearing. We
Wow.
can tell you. We can tell-
Similar.
Oh my god.
All right.
Um,
Except not.
Okay, before we digress too much, because we still have a lot more things we want to go through, let's do like some quick ratings of the other stuff. We mentioned Spider-Man. How did you guys
Mhm.
like that?
Spider-Man was dope. Like
Yeah.
you can't get any better. Like for people that want to argue and say, "Oh, well, this Spider-Man was better. This Spider-Man was better." The Spider-Man had all the Spider-Men. So how do you get better than having all of them? Everything
I
that
think
you
they're all
liked about
great
the
in their
other
own
ones.
way. Yeah.
What's the
I
best
like
one
them
though,
all.
Rachel?
Okay, so I like them all, but I would have to say probably Tom Holland's my favorite because I feel like he's a good Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yes, and actors. There are some actors that
Get you one that can do both.
Yeah, that can get you, that can do both, and there's some that can do one really good, and then the other really, all right, and then vice versa.
Yeah, but I also feel like Andrew Garfield, he got like so much hate that he didn't deserve because I didn't think he was like a bad Spider-Man. I liked him as Spider-Man. Peter Parker, a little too cool, but
Either one.
he didn't deserve like a lot of the hate that he did get.
See, I didn't get to see those movies, so I missed the whatever hate he got and stuff like that. So when I finally did sit down and watch the first one, I didn't get any. I didn't have any exposure to people's perception of him. So I got to sit and watch it without anything and just be like, okay, and then give my honest opinion. I didn't think he was bad. And then
Yeah.
when you guys said afterwards, we're like, oh, he's too cool to be Peter Parker. I didn't even get that from it. I was just like, okay, he's he just kind of nailed the role. He didn't do that, but
Yeah.
didn't do bad.
He wasn't bad. Like, he was good. Honestly, all of them are better. Even Tobey Maguire is better than Tobey Maguire was in the third movie of Spider-Man. Because like Tobey Maguire was good up until the third movie, and then he became emo Spider-Man, and then the dance, no.
Did you see the? I gotta diverge real quick.
The
Did you see the TikTok of the kid doing the
Yes.
Spider-Man 3D?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Fucking great. I was.
Oh my God.
Kid.
What are we talking about in chat? King Chris says he liked Andrew Garfield. Bad Kitty said it was more hate for the movie overall, not really him.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like the Gwen scene, and I'm like, I get that. That really sucked, but I feel like it had to happen. Like, it's in the comics.
Yeah, it was in the and it's a
real pain in the neck.
Terrible. All right, I see. You tried, yeah, but it's critical for his character, right? His character critical for Spider-Man's character development.
But you know what else was critical? Critical Role. What'd you guys think of Vox Machina?
I didn't finish it.
What?
That's where I'll leave that. I did not.
Oh my God, it's so good though. You gotta watch it.
I will not. But you know why? So Vox Machina came out when everything else was coming out too. So we had
that's fair.
We had Peacemaker that was still coming out, and I was thoroughly enthralled with that. Like Peacemaker, we glazed over that because we just talked about just Vigilante. But,
we'll go back to that. But I just saw critical, so I had a segue so we could keep on track.
So I didn't get to finish it. So I really liked the first episode and stuff like that. But
how far did you make it?
The first two episodes.
The episodes that we watched together. We watched the first 3.
We watched just the intros stuff, so you didn't see anything else.
And we were also working while we watched it, so I think me and Aaron were just like half paying attention because I went back and rewatched it, and I felt like I missed so much. And I really loved it, and I'm obsessed with Pike, and I really want to cosplay her now.
So I'm gonna go back and do that. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it all, especially since
I even got Galen to watch it.
Well, was he not going to? He's playing D&D.
He fucking boycotts everything. He's like, I don't want to watch anything.
No, are you thinking about Emma?
No, I'm just
no, but like he doesn't.
Gave her a bad name.
Terrible. He's never really been in like the critical role, like the whole podcast or anything. And I feel like he does play D&D with us, but he's not as into it as we are. And so when I got him to finally agree to watch the show, he became obsessed. He absolutely loves it, and he has a crush on Keyleth now. He thinks she's cute.
I have been.
I can see that. I think she's adorable. Redheads. Yeah.
Ever since we got back into playing D&D, I've just been enthralled. I'm literally been playing with a little D&D mini right now. This whole time we've been doing this.
Yeah, bro. Never too far away.
Yeah.
Never too far away, baby.
Oh my goodness, nerds. But Vox Machina, I'd say, I don't know. I love the animation. I think it's hilarious, and it's, I don't know, just overall, like the story's really great. I'd give it like maybe 8.5 or a 9 out of 10.
Let's see. Jade Ricochet is saying the animation in the last episode is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Kitty said finally got around to finishing Arcane.
Also
Squiggles, how
amazing.
you doing in chat? Arcane is awesome. Cream Chris.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get around to finish it, and I'll report back in on what.
Good, as you should.
How many episodes?
12.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, didn't like any of the characters. They're all assholes. Except
wait.
Vox Machina?
No.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about. Yeah, no, we're talking about Vox.
Oh, no, I love them. Yeah. They're still assholes in Vox Machina. I love them. They're great.
Yeah, they're great.
They call themselves assholes. It's good.
Speaking of characters who are assholes, all right, let's go back to Peacemaker. What'd you guys think? Because like I had absolutely no interest in watching the show. I loved Suicide Squad 2, and I was like, really, John Cena, Peacemaker? His character was okay. He was funny, but then I watched the show, and that's really, really good. It's really fucking funny. I didn't expect that.
And I think those are the best type of shows because I didn't expect it either. I didn't care about Peacemaker in the movie either, and then
he was hilarious in the movie. Like he was good.
But I didn't think he like wanted the show, you know?
Yeah, like it didn't seem like he would get a show, but And so it was always weird whenever they were like, oh yeah, Gunn is going to make this show, Gunn is going to make this show. He liked the character so much. I'm like, what did he see? And then when you put his vision on the screen, I'm just like, see, this is why when you have all your toys, DC, you can put talented people on a nobody character. Because let's face it, people, nobody knew Peacemaker before this stuff. Like, he was not a character that you would be like, oh yeah, I'm a big Peacemaker fan. There was no Peacemaker
I have
fans.
all the Peacemaker comics.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody was out there doing that.
No.
Maybe you're hardcorest of hardcore, and they still were like, nah, not really. And he put him. I feel like he put him on the map. Like, he was like, yeah. This is a real deal.
Is Peacekeeper now. Like, that is like,
no matter, dressed up in interviews as Peacemaker.
He's gonna be the, like, how Sam Jackson's the Nick Fury. Like, that's just like iconic.
That's his
you
role.
think Nick Fury, that's him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how this character is gonna be, I think. And or I should say Robert Downey with Tony Stark.
Yes.
I feel like Peacemaker, the comic books going forward is gonna be more like this John Cena's.
Yeah, like they're going to change that character to fit the actor because they did such a good job and made him so popular. Like, they made the character because, like, what is it? I absolutely love the advertisements that they had because, like, he would be like there just roasting other DC superheroes like Batman, Aquaman, and that was actually really hilarious that I saw. Because, like, the joke is he says Aquaman fucked a fish, right? And he talks about that in the advertisement. He talks about it in the show. And I saw this interviewer. It was like for like a red carpet type of event for like a movie, like opening night. And Jason Momoa was there. And he's like, Jason, sorry, just one question. He's like, hey, what's up? And he's like, so what kind of fish was it? And Jason Momoa immediately knew what he was saying. He's like, oh, fuck you, man. He starts laughing, walked away. And then he came back. He's like, no, sorry, that was a good one. He fist bumped the interviewer.
Yeah, I like that he was cool with it at the end of it. Yeah. And instead of,
so
like,
good.
It was good. It was a good moment for that interviewer, though. I like that. I like that. I mean, it already got picked up for season 2. James Gunn was like, hey, see ya in season 2. He tweeted that or whatever. So he's gonna come back for it. That's gonna be awesome because it's great when the original person can continue on with their vision as opposed to like, oh, this show blew up. Let's give it to some people that are probably gonna cost less. You know, because they could have totally did that. James Gunn has probably got a check, that a lot of people can't cash type of situation.
Yeah.
He's doing Marvel.
But I also think it's like they don't want to do that because DC, everything they've been doing has flopped until recently. So they're like, okay, this is good. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to milk it basically for everything that we got.
Yeah, I mean, it's
as long as you don't lose Gunn, I think you'll be all right.
Or John Cena.
Or John Cena. Yeah.
Or Vigilante now because I loved Vigilante.
No,
like,
yeah,
oh
him
my God,
too.
I need more of him.
Because Vigilante did kind of come in and he was my favorite character at the end of everything. Like,
yeah. Don't lose
the whole cast. Yeah. And it was just, I loved everybody in it. It was so good.
Yeah. The soundtrack was fucking amazing. Like, it's on my Spotify. Like, I fucking listen to
hair metal.
Hair metal's okay, but I do love the opening song, and I really want us to reenact that dance for a TikTok. Like, can we please do that?
Wigwam coming out of nowhere and just like that song was everywhere for a while, and it still is. Like, I still see it randomly on my TikTok when it's not fucking Elden Ring.
yeah. But I also feel like you're like really into that more so than me, so like I don't see it as much.
Oh man,
that's like your style of music. Whereas like the Batman soundtrack with like the grunge rock and everything, that is my type of music.
It's all the same thing.
But before we get into Batman, there's one show we got to talk about. And I feel like we totally forgot it even existed or even happened during like the time, like during our hiatus, is The Witcher. What did you guys think of that second season?
It was a good season. Like, I don't think I had any issues with it. I really liked that they dug into, her name was Ciri?
Yes.
I like that they dug into her being, I need to train. I need to be what you are, Witcher.
Yeah.
What's his name? I was about to say Altair. Geralt, yeah.
Geralt of Rivia.
I need to go down this hardcore path of let me, slay monsters.
I think the only thing that was kind of dumb with her character though is like she was like so desperate to be like, oh, turn me into a witcher, and I was like, but shouldn't they like make more of that in case like you do become like they do give it to you as a witcher and you die? Like, shouldn't they take more of your blood so they can make more first?
You thought there should be more thought process into just quickly, let me take your blood and kill you, or do the thing on you and kill you, and now you're dead and we can't make any more witchers or something. Yeah,
exactly.
I can see
I was
that.
like, oh, no, don't do that.
You saying that reminds me of you've watched the movie Tremors before, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so in all the Tremors, one of the staples, which I just watching the YouTube channel Dead Meat, you don't get this in a lot of horror movies, but one of the staples in Tremors is the group that they have always plan things. If you watch every single movie, they always try to come up with a plan, even if it like one may fail, but they always have some type of plan where they calm down for a second. All right, let's do this, and then maybe this will happen, and then they enact a plan. But you never see that in a lot of different stories out there. So
that's
like,
true. Yeah,
it's always like the hero will come up with something on the fly or something like that. But I think that would have been, so that's what you wanted Siri to do, to be like, hold on, before you test this liquid formula on me.
Just like, think about it. Critical thinking skills a little bit more.
Yeah. I liked that this season. Like you know what I did? I kind of felt a little less caring about the magic world, like the mage society people.
Yeah.
I just wanted more Witcher society. I wanted to see their little group.
Especially since they introduced more Witchers too.
Yeah. Like you gave me a little sneak at the mountain, and it was like.
But I'm not the only one. Where that one guy, when he came in, it's the episode of The Witcher where he turns into the tree. But when he's like first walking in, I was like, Elon Musk? Is that him?
Oh, wow.
Like, he totally looked like him for a second.
Terrible.
Yeah, but it can't tell me I'm wrong. That totally looked like him.
I mean, you're wrong because it's not him. But
I didn't say it was him. I said it looked like him.
I mean, he has enough money to get on the set if he needs to.
I mean, that's fucking.
Yeah.
He could be a character. It's whatever. But again, Henry Cavill with the second season comes through and kills the role.
So good. Yeah.
Crushed it. Again, he is Geralt of Rivia. Like,
we need more actors like him that care about like the character that they want to play, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I like this character. Like, he wants to be.
Yeah, because the passion is there.
Yes, passion. Yeah, because like you just feel it. Like,
that's why I like Cowboy Bebop. I thought that was a good show. Is because what's his name? Is it John Cho?
Yeah.
He fucking loves that series, and he's been dying to get this show out there. Does it, puts his heart into it, and everybody like shits on it. And to me,
I actually really liked it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I felt like it captured the vibe. I feel like, okay, like us, we really liked it, but then I heard a lot of people who were really even fans of the show, they didn't like it because I feel like they're just too much of a purist to the anime, because like it doesn't exactly follow it, but I feel like it captures its essence, and that's like the most important part.
There's a lot of gatekeeping in the anime world.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And it sucks because it's like they didn't even give it a chance because of that one fucking clip that got like leaked.
At the very end of it all.
Yeah, at the very end of the entire show, that was great. Like, everybody did a great job. And it just they just shit on it. But it followed, to me, it followed, like that first, was it the episode with the couple?
Yeah.
The drug thing? Like, that's an episode I remember from the anime that I actually watched. And to me, it was like to the T. Like, that was like spot on.
Yeah, like even though like they did like a few like different twists to it, it still was like the same thing.
Yeah, the overall like story of that episode was there. It was great.
Yeah, I would say it's
too
great,
bad it's
but
gone now.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be like one of those cult classics like Firefly. Like, eventually everyone's going to be like, yeah, I loved it. Also kind of like, what is it? The prequel Star Wars movie. Everyone's like, oh my God, I love the guy that played Anakin. But back in the day, everyone fucking hated him.
Well, we can be the hipsters and be like, we liked it first. And
exactly.
And hopefully, I really wanted somebody else to pick up, like Hulu, be like, okay, yeah, we'll take it. And
Oh yeah,
then
for
them
sure.
Yeah.
pick it up for another season. But I
We'll
think
see. Maybe in a couple years, maybe it might.
a lot of John Cho's not getting any younger, so
It's true, but you know what? That's fine. They got that de-aging like stuff. If they can do that for Mark Hamill and like Luke Skywalker in the Boba Fett series, then they could do that for him.
I forget
there's
the actor,
another
but
one.
Bushmaster.
I didn't watch Boba Fett yet, but I know all the
You
spoilers.
haven't
That's
watched
fine.
it?
No, I haven't, but I know all the spoilers. That's fine.
You know, that's another one that was coming out around Vox Machina too.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everything was
Book of
freaking.
Boba, Peacemaker, Vox Machina. Like those,
Yeah.
it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Now, my end of the week was the greatest because I would fucking watch every single episode.
That's what I'm hoping in the future with like the Marvel projects, any more future DC projects that are coming out, like or any other show projects that we can finally get like a week's worth of entertainment to consume, you know, at your leisure, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like back in the day. In you know the 1900s, everybody, there used to be shows on TV on every day of the week, and then you got on Fridays, TGI Fridays. You had like a block of a whole bunch of different shows. So like every day you had something new. And nowadays with video on demand and stuff like that, it's kind of like, well, you guys got enough content out there. So I feel like there's sometimes there isn't though. Like we got to wait a week for one show to come loop right back around and stuff. So hopefully we can, in the future, we can get some like a full week's worth of stuff. Like this was a good time this past winter of things. This was a really good time.
So I'm hoping, I mean, you already know, like there'll probably be another season of, there's going to be another season of Mandalorian and probably Book of Boba. They continue
Witcher, we're
story.
getting another one of those.
Witcher, you'll get another Vox Machina. I'm certain is getting another.
Oh, 100%. The only thing for Witcher though, because I really did like this season, but I did miss like the more like the first seasons. It almost felt more like a whole bunch of side quests that led into one big story, where The Witcher was just focused on one storyline. And so I hope there's like a little bit more things going on. That was my only complaint.
You want some side quests?
Yeah, the first episode of the new season was actually my favorite because it was kind of like a really demonic, like fucked up version of Beauty and the Beast type of thing. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, just
that was
happen.
I also did not recognize Tormund from Game of Thrones as that guy because like he didn't have the beard. I didn't recognize him.
He was all beard. What are you talking? It was a beard.
Well, when he turned back into human. When he turned back into human, though.
Yeah, that was him. You can tell by his voice. I
didn't get the voice. I had to see him before I could tell anything. Yeah. Henry Cavill, because King Kristen said, speaking of Henry Cavill, his performance in The Witcher just shows how misused he is in the DCEU. Henry Cavill is definitely a good actor, but I think the fact that he really wanted, like, he's a nerd. He was just at the Warhammer thing, or like that Warhammer convention thing.
He's fucking huge into that.
Like, he nerds out. So like when he talks about projects that he wants to do that are in the nerd space, either video games or books or something like that, like he's all for it. So like when I heard that he was even like curious and like he wanted to do Mass Effect, I was like, well, if you don't Commander, yes, make it Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
Make him Commander Shepard.
No, it has to be female Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard. You're telling me you wouldn't watch that if he's Commander Shepard?
Okay, so Henry Cavill, I've heard a lot of things that he isn't the best person in real life, but I'm trying to play ignorant because he is such a big nerd and he's doing such a great job. So I'm like, as long as you're not like super outspoken asshole, I'm just going to pretend that part of you does not exist. So I'm like, I don't want him to be Shepard because I love Mass Effect so much.
I heard he was nice.
I need him
he says
to
a lot
be
of like not cool sexist things.
I need him to be Shepard. I need the actress that modeled for Ashley to be Ashley. And then you can fill the other roles with anybody else because it's all kind of just prosthetics.
Ashley's just terrible, so whatever.
Like Tally could literally be anybody.
They're gonna bring in Kanye West to play the Kanye West character.
Dude, he looks just like Kanye West.
He did.
Jacob, oh my god.
Everybody said that, and I saw it for sure. but he was the most non-used character since Caden for me that I did not even care.
Like his storyline with his father though was so fucked up.
I think
I don't even remember it, and I know I
exactly.
did it.
Yeah, and I know I did it, and I don't even remember it. So the problem I remember at the end where, and spoilers of a 17-year-old game, when you're like kind of talking to each person before the final mission, and they're kind of saying their goodbyes type of stuff. I remember getting to him and being like, "Who are you? When did we have interactions, bro?" I felt like he should have been like, you don't remember me? I'm Jacob. I was like, who?
Also,
You're
his
on
character
my
was kind
ship?
of an asshole in the third game. I'm like,
Was he? I didn't talk to him. He could have been just a random crewmate on the ship, and I would have never. Who are you, bro?
I feel like. Wait, what were you gonna say, Steven?
I just remember him working for Cerberus, and then it was like, then he was on my crew because he had to be, and then the third one I don't even remember recruiting him. But I'm pretty sure I did. Also,
initially when I played part 2, I trusted no one from Cerberus. I was part 2, yeah, part 2.
You trusted Miranda. I know you both did. You guys both had the hots.
No.
Okay.
That was the second playthrough, honestly, because I played through the first one, and then you see Ashley again, and she's like working for.
I saw Caden.
Some people, no one saw Caden.
I saw Caden because I faced him in first game.
No one saw Caden.
Destroyed planet because Caden's a fucking smear.
I saw Caden. He was like in an urn on the on the deck. That's right. So,
I saved Caden, King Chris, all this Caden hate. Yeah, Ashley's terrible.
I didn't try to romance Miranda the first playthrough because as soon as I saw that Ashley's around, I thought she was going to come back into the crew. I was like, yeah, okay, there she is. We have a relationship going on. She'll see that I'm alive again. Hey, pick up where we left off, baby. Picked up where we left off. And it was stupid that they didn't let her.
How boring do you have to be in a romance space game and only romance the humans and not the aliens?
Oh, excuse me for wanting to stick with one person for the rest of my life. That's human. Jeez.
No, go for the aliens, man.
Good Lord.
That's how we
go where no man has gone before.
That's how we get COVID-27.
The Reapers come back. They're like, oh, we don't even have to destroy anything because these two species mated with each other and created this new virus that's wiping everybody out for us. We're out. See you guys later. Deep space.
Oh, you had sex with that alien?
You were supposed to.
Yeah.
You were supposed to.
Have sex with the aliens to save them for the Reapers. There you go. You're welcome.
Only species left would be what's her name?
Liara's.
No, it'd probably be Liara's. They'd probably be the only ones left.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
They had their chance to stay alive, and then you just kill them off. Give another race.
Because they can basically mate with anybody.
That's true.
They don't really need a specific, race to be like, oh yeah, we need you guys around. Like,
they're just the ditto of this universe.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're legit. They legit are dittos. Yeah.
Though they can't. They can only do stuff, with humans and other aliens like that, but they can't with Turians and Quarians because I guess they're a different species. Because if you have a relationship with Garrus or Tali, there's complications with that.
Well, see, here's the thing, Rachel. We didn't have relationships with the aliens, so we have no idea what the complications of alien genitalia are.
So. This is how I always play the game.
We don't want to hear about alien genitalia if you're going to go into
Liara
that.
is number 1 in the game. And then since she leaves, you got to romance Thane, the fish man.
No,
so you romance him in number 2. And then you continue romancing him in number 3. And you're there with him in the hospital. And then when he passes away, then you go back to Liara because she comes back. And then you're like, yeah.
Romance the walking corpse.
Yeah,
because he was hot. I loved it. I love that fish man.
He's dead.
You know what? I have the body pillow of him from the BioWare store. So
that is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
It's great.
he had a disease, right? That's what it was.
Yeah,
It's
it's
called
because
AIDS, Aaron.
no,
It's
it's because
called
terrible.
Asians.
so
Talk
basically
about
it's
AIDS.
because his planet, his species like destroy their planet, and so the Han are the jellyfish people. They let his species come over to their world, and so they kind of coexist on their planet. But the thing is, they need dry climates because they're not actually fish people. They're more like lizards that live in a desert, and the Hanar's world is too humid. So they started getting this disease that like kind of fucks up their lungs, and it's basically like pneumonia, and then they die.
Don't know if it was contagious or
No, it's not contagious.
potentially
No.
deadly to humans.
Nah,
But we just
Yeah.
going all in.
You
Just
fucking
going
lizard
all
people
in.
had no
Yeah,
lube.
I went all in.
Yeah, no,
Giggity.
no. I kept it 100% with the 100% human is what I did.
How did we even get on Mass Effect? It's not even like a relevant
Cavill.
topic.
Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Okay,
Henry
welcome
Cavill's
to the
gonna
BYLO
play it.
tangents over
Mindset.
here.
Yes, this is what we do. They're here for the tangents. They're here
He's
for the tangents.
Commander Shepard.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's his favorite video game on the Citadel. That's what it is. Jeez. All right.
Terrible. To get us back on track though.
Yeah.
You want to take it away? You lead the convo now?
We can end on a non-spoiler. Don't worry, everybody. We, the BYLO
Non-spoiler.
crew, went to go see The Batman last night.
Speak for yourself.
And
Spoiling the hell out of this.
the Batman was
A TV show that came out and what?
I'm trying to say it because I like the movie. We'll start that. I
It's a
didn't
movie.
dislike the
Well,
movie.
Let's start out with was it what you expected? Like, did you think it was going to be good and it was, or did you think
Yeah.
it was going to be bad?
It was exactly what I expected. I didn't expect a trying to say without spoilers, a traditional superhero type of movie like your Marvels we've been getting. Early phase 1 Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Where
Or, like,
Iron
more like
Man,
action-packed.
Captain America, yeah.
Or even like the other Batman movies like Christian Bale, because like I feel like theirs leaned really heavily on like him being a ninja, so they had all those like cool action scenes, but this was more
Yes.
dark, gritty detective movie.
Which
And that's like a first we saw.
makes
like,
sense.
Batman.
If he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, everybody, detect something. Like,
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
just beat up everybody. Like,
And he was like so smart in it too. It was just like instantly he like kind of knew the answer. And I was like, that's cool. But you
It's
also
like,
saw him
oh.
like
But
well,
did he?
the-
Nigga,
the-
no spoilers.
no spoilers, but like I mean like when he was like reading the riddles and everything for Riddler.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. This isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer. So you see him in crime scenes in the trailer and stuff like that. Here's one thing that you probably didn't notice. That's a very small detail that they don't really do in the other ones. He's at crime scenes. He's looking around at clues and stuff like that. Christian Bale never looked around at clues. He went
No.
up to a guy, punched him in the face, and said, "Where's Rachel?" That was his.
I mean-
that was the clue. Yeah, and then we know how that ended, though, Rachel. We know how that ended. Yeah, that's not.
Sad.
Yeah,
Well, look out. Galen's face is
Yeah.
going to be half burned by the end of the week.
Terrible. So it was refreshing finally to get a Batman movie where he uses his brain, the thing that, gets him to be on rivals with these other characters that can fly faster than a speeding bullet or make constructs out of light energy,
Yeah.
So it was good to see, that it wasn't a movie where you're going to get over the top superhero heroics and stuff like that. It was more grounded in okay, there's an issue that's going on. There's, I need to figure out why it's going on, who's doing it, what's the motive, what's the next move type of situation. And I need to, use the assets that are given to me and stuff like that. Like, and then the help that's given to me as well,
Yeah, and I
'Cause-
think we're not
Go ahead.
spoilers, but I think we're gonna see more of like him accepting help from other people in the next movies, hopefully.
So
Are you?
no
I don't
no
wanna say spoiler,
spoiler,
but-
no spoil. I'm trying not to say this part in spoilers, but Rachel, you said something because initially after, like, there was a part towards the end that was saying that's leaning towards what you were talking about that I didn't initially I didn't like. I was like, nah, that's not really a Batman type of thing. But then when you put it as in,
I feel like we were able to talk about it and still not have it be a spoiler.
well, when
I
you
think
were
it's fine.
he can realize that Bruce Wayne could be of an assistance to not just Batman, right? That's
Yeah.
his. Like I didn't see that until you said that. Basically,
Yeah, because like, you know, in like the cartoon and everything, he doesn't really see himself as Bruce Wayne. He is just Batman. And I feel like that's what he was in this. Like he only saw himself as Batman and he forgot his day-to-day life.
yeah.
Like even like Batman Beyond, I forget which villain it was, but he kind of goes into old Bruce's head and he can hear all of his thoughts, but he doesn't know it's Bruce because he thinks it's Batman. And he the whole time he doesn't realize who his real identity is because whenever he talks to himself or refers to himself, he calls himself Batman in his own head. That's how much he is that character.
Jade Ricochet says, finally a Batman that is also a detective. Shmuel said last Batman to do that was Adam West. J Lapp
But
also
also the
said
dancing.
Batman is the truth, Bruce Wayne is the lie. And that's exactly
Yeah.
what it that's
Yeah.
like Bruce Wayne is the mask. That's what that is, you know.
Mhm.
And okay, so how about performance wise? Because just like we said with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, you know, one could do one good and the other one. So we got split personality here. What did you guys think about his performance as Robert Pattinson's that Hufflepuff's performance as Batman
My
and
boy!
Bruce Wayne?
No.
Whoa!
son!
Missed
We didn't see that
opportunity!
before. We didn't see
Missed
that.
opportunity!
Not that much.
Missed opportunity.
Oh my god.
Why wouldn't they have? There's a perfect scene for that too.
There
Where he
is.
could have, my boy, let me through.
My boy!
Let me through.
Oh no. But I'm just gonna say I loved his Batman and I loved actually his Bruce Wayne. Because I feel like it's a really good beginning origin story for Bruce Wayne and him realizing that he needs to be more, you know?
Mhm.
But I love the dark broodiness. He was very silent, didn't talk too much because like that's kind of like how Batman is. He just makes like feel comments. Are you okay, Steven? Are you okay?
My
Guys,
boy.
don't-
That's a
I'm
good.
sorry, finish your thought,
It
please.
needs to be in there now.
It's nothing. It has nothing to do with
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying, Rachel.
Okay.
It's so, no, you're fine. You can finish your thought. Just something popped in my head and it's just go. It's fine.
No.
I apologize. Continue.
That's okay. I really, he's honestly my favorite Batman. Cause like, yeah, I feel like Michael Keaton was a really good, like kind of like mix of like dark Batman and the campy Batman. Christian Bale was a really good ninja Batman. Ben Affleck just looked good in the bat suit. Whereas Robert Pattinson, he is what I pictured Batman to be. He is like the dark grittiness. He has the personality. Like that's him. That's what I pictured.
So they call him was it Arbats now? Instead of Arbats? It's
Terrible.
Arbats.
Wow, our bats. That's
his
Batman
nickname.
nickname.
Come on.
Hilarious.
You guys don't
I
keep
think
up with the
I
guys?
don't. Also, I
think
just
he-
want to say, I want to point out, I'm not biased towards Robert Pattinson because I just saw the Twilight movies, so I don't have a big, huge crush from back in his sparkly vampire days.
But what
I just
about
always have
his
loved his acting.
Hufflepuff days?
My boy.
No, I didn't like Cedric
Yeah.
Diggory. No, I grew to love his acting because of all the weird shit and like the weird movies that he did, and I was like, yes, I'm here for the weird, dark Batman. Let's go.
No,
I-
fucking emo like
I
the
loved
whole
it.
time. I just kept thinking of that fucking Simple Plan song. Like, how could this happen?
Oh, yeah. That's what he felt like. So,
I was like,
I
dude, I
like
can't
his
take you
Batman.
seriously.
I
love
liked
it,
his
though. It's good.
Batman. I didn't think his Bruce. I think his Bruce Wayne still was still. I don't think it was enough. I didn't think I got enough Bruce Wayne yet to
We
make
got,
like a
like-
full
But
hard.
We got like 3 little scenes of him as Bruce, so I'm hoping.
And we got
That's
like 3
because-
words.
That's because
Yeah.
he's not Bruce Wayne yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
that's
So
why
it's the opposite.
My-
so I
my-
get it, but just emo
my
Batman.
bar for Batman and Bruce Wayne, if you guys watch Batman the animated series, the early ones with Kevin Conroy, he does 2
Yeah.
distinct voices of Batman and Bruce Wayne, and it's perfection. Like when he's Bruce Wayne, he has a different voice than he does when he's Batman, and it sounds like it's
But
perfect.
not the Christian Bale one. No.
So, and that's what I appreciated about Robert Pattinson, though. When he did a Batman voice, it wasn't like I'm trying to grit it up or just no, he just spoke in a lower tone and a more direct, and like it was just a different demeanor. It wasn't like he was trying to
vengeance.
And then it wasn't like Batfleck where he had a machine that changed his voice to make it which that makes sense. I get why you go with that, but who's wearing that all the time?
It's like beginner stages of Batman in this movie. So
it's the
year two.
Year two.
Yeah, it's year 2.
So slight spoiler on the timeline there. Like the movie overall, I liked it.
Yeah.
But there's things about it that I don't want to get into that are like spoiler territory.
We can say that like
I
2
didn't.
weeks. Go more spoilers.
Yeah. But like overall, because like, and I'm gonna go watch it again tomorrow with some more friends, and
you have more friends.
It's not just you and Aaron.
Wow.
And
oh
Beth.
My god. And Beth, wow. She's
Well,
not
actually,
real.
Beth's gonna be there tomorrow.
Beth is real.
Okay.
Beth is real.
Yeah, she's gonna be with us tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, no, I kind of want to see it again. 3 hours is a very long fucking movie.
It is.
Yeah.
I think all the actors, like Zoe Kravitz, fucking kills it. She's gorgeous woman, talented. Yeah. Her like,
she's what I imagined her to look like in real life, like the actual character. Like that's what I've always pictured.
Okay.
Oh, Catwoman.
Yeah.
I think they modeled her hairstyle. There's a Catwoman. Oh,
the short-haired Catwoman, right?
Yeah, the short-haired one.
I think that's what they were.
I think they were going after that one. I can't remember which comic book it won. It was in the comic book as well, but it's a good Catwoman. It's a good Catwoman. She did a good job. She did a very good job as Catwoman.
She was like the Catwoman in the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah. That's what I'm picturing her.
Oh yeah, she was in that.
Honestly, though, person that stole the show. I mean, no, 2 people stole the show for me. Riddler.
Oh, so good.
Paul Dano does an amazing job.
I didn't realize that was the kid from Little Miss Sunshine.
It's the guy from The Girl Next Door. His name in that movie was Klitzy, and that's all I could think of the entire time.
What name is that?
That was his name.
Jesus.
Anyway, so that's all I could think of. But phenomenal job. Does a really good job.
First time I was afraid of Riddler too.
Portraying the Riddler. And then, gonna be honest, Colin Farrell, Penguin.
Penguin was good.
Penguin too. Yeah,
Penguin was good.
Some of the best lines to me in the whole movie. Some of the best lines in the whole movie to me. So yeah, like all the actors. I forget the act. Was it Jeffrey Wright? Gordon?
Oh. I liked his Gordon too. What I liked is he actually partnered up with Batman. Like he was actually a useful character. Like I don't know. I feel like they don't really ever do anything like utilize Gordon the way they should be in the other movies, but they did a really good job with him.
Yeah, no, so the actors crushed it.
Yeah,
crushed it.
The only other time I've ever seen Gordon be like a really, really solid like character was Batman Year One, the animated movie. If you haven't seen that one,
it's great.
It more focuses on Gordon in his first year in Gotham, and it has Batman in his first year at doing stuff, but Gordon is the main character, and he's
or the show Gotham.
I didn't even care for him in that.
Yeah,
I didn't even care for him in that.
I liked it though, but I feel like his character was a little blah in that.
Yeah,
but that's like the only other thing I could think of, like at least live action, where they utilize the character.
It's a good movie. I believe all of us recommend go checking it out. I don't know any plans for the future. Robert Pattinson has also said that he's interested in doing Court of Owls storyline, cool. Which would be crazy to see.
I can see it.
I'm actually holding out for the future. Can we ever get a live action Robin? that's good.
That'd be cool. And what's actually funny?
Not a dick.
Taylor Lautner. Taylor Lautner. He said they were like, "Oh, who would you want to be the superhero?" And he's like, "Robin." I was like, "That would be hilarious if he was Robert Pattinson's Robin."
No,
I don't think it would be good, but I think it would be hilarious.
It needs to be like a young kid, like
yeah.
But
I was gonna say I would have loved to see 11. Or is his name 11? Or what is his name from? Not 11. Why am I saying that? Umbrella Academy, the kid.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I would love to see him as Damien when he was still younger. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I knew it was a number. I was thinking Stranger Things, but yeah. And like him in the first season when he was still like younger, he would have been such a great Damien.
Yeah, he's like 18 now, I think. That kid.
Too old.
Yeah, he's about to be an award-winning actor soon. So
I mean, they did
he's great.
Yeah. They did have like a 40-year-old Tobey Maguire play a high schooler for Peter Parker.
I mean, he was basically a high schooler.
Something just leaked. I think it's like one of the actresses in Euphoria got some shit because she's 30. And
aren't they all like in their 20s?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. It's like they were like
they kind of have to be in that show.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's 30. Like, what?
Hollywood doesn't know what real high schoolers look like. What are you guys talking about?
No, they don't.
Jeez. Have you ever seen Tall Girl? Those are all 50-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. You mean starring one Sir Aaron Carter?
Wow. How dare you? How dare you? But yeah.
But what would you rank this Batman movie out of like all the Batman movies? Like your top 3 Batman movies.
My top 3 is the Christian Bale number 2 with the Joker.
Is that
number
the Dark
1.
Knight?
The Dark Knight. I never remember the names of them. So that one I will put second. I like the classic freaking Keaton one because that was my first one. The first one. It would be
the one with Joker with Jack Nicholson.
The one with Joker. Yeah. So I'd go Joker, and then I'd probably put this one as the third favorite one because that to me that's saying something because I still like Liam Neeson as Ra's, yeah. I think he was amazing as that, but I kind of like this one better simply because it's a detective story. Like we don't get that with Batman, So
yeah,
that would be my top 3.
What about you, Steven?
I agree with the Batman. What is it? God damn it, we just said it.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. That's for sure. Number 1. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody's like our era of Batman. Each one is just so different from the other.
Very different, yeah. Very, very different.
Oh, man, that is a tough one because I'm gonna put Rises as 2. Only because
Wait, which one was that?
With Bane?
With Bane, yeah. Only because
and Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
It's like a lot of parts from that movie stick with me still. So like, because to me, like one of the best scenes in that movie is when he just puts his hand on that lawyer guy's fucking shoulder and he shuts him up. Like to me, that was the fucking boss's move in any like I've ever seen a supervillain do to like just shut a guy up and like humble him, and it sticks with me. And for that, like it's one of my favorite moments. And then probably this new one, even though I have issues with it, because it's still a great movie.
Yeah.
It's still a great movie, and it's worth watching.
I would say for my ranking, it's hard. So right now, my number 1 and number 2 are actually tied, and they keep like the more I think about it, they keep going back and forth. So I would say number 1/2 would actually be The Batman because I love the dark noir detective type of movie. It would be tied with Batman Returns because I absolutely love the insanity of Danny DeVito as Penguin, and I loved Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman being just like a crazy, batshit insane Catwoman as well. Why are you smiling like that?
I mean,
I
I'm
feel
smiling
judged.
because no, we all have drastically different 1, 2, and
Yeah.
3s, which is interesting.
And Michelle Pfeiffer still has the whip.
Yeah. And then for my third one,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to be a hard one for me too, because I do really like Dark Knight. Heath Ledger as that Joker. That's the only Joker I've ever really liked.
Yeah, he kills.
Yeah, but do we want to are we just considering
three.
just live action?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Because none of these beat my.
So now I would say Batman Beyond. All Batman Beyond is number 3 for me. But okay, so I would say, or I guess it's also number 3 is also tied. It would be Dark Knight, and you guys are gonna hate me for saying this. I actually forget its name because I haven't watched it in forever. But I love
Adam West with the shark bomb.
Oh,
He's
God,
running
no.
down.
I would say the Batman movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
You know what?
Let me go to the.
I love
Rachel,
it.
you know what? That's fine because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Better Riddler.
Let me go.
That was a different one though. That's
Let me-
Batman Forever. That's
Let me
Batman
go
Forever.
Oh yeah, that
it's
is
a different
That's
one.
right.
Val
You're
Kilmer.
right. You're right.
Let me go to the chat real
Nipple
quick
Batman.
because they put their 2 cents into there. LB, how you doing in chat? Jay Ricochet said Batman Forever is the best, and anyone who says otherwise is lying. King Chris says Rises, then Return, same thing. J-Lap, The Dark Knight gets more love than it deserves because Heath Ledger died. That is incorrect. He played a killer role, even if he didn't die. That Joker is just freaking amazing.
Joker? Riddler?
I mean, no, Joker, Heath Ledger.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking about Jim Carrey because I was reading the chat.
No.
My bad.
Also, he is one of the best
He's
Riddlers of all time.
Down crushes it, but come on, it's Jim fucking Carrey.
Okay, but I want to go back real quick. I just want to admit, Batman Robin, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze, it's not a good movie. It's a bad movie. I acknowledge that, but I still love it. So
Well, Shmuel
It's
says
time to
Batman and
kick some
Robin
ice.
as well.
It's great.
his ice puns are so good. As you can tell, it really influenced my feature humor.
Shmuel also says some controversial stuff, saying Jim Carrey was a garbage riddler. He didn't even ask any riddles. What are you talking about? He starts almost every sentence with "riddle me this."
Riddle me this.
But they aren't really riddles, are they? It's
Yes,
just
there's a
him being-
bunch of riddles. There's a bunch of riddles. How dare
my
you? How
gosh.
dare you?
Jay Ricochet, he said the puns are nice.
Wow. LB is really loving the sexy Poison Ivy. She was in that movie.
Agreed, LB. Agreed.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, he wants to dance like her. You know, a whole band wanted to dance.
No,
like her,
their Bane, what they did to Bane in that movie was absolutely terrible. They
That
killed
was
that character.
atrocious. That was atrocious. I was upset with that.
So
I was like, he's the guy that beats Batman is supposed to be this just mindless, muscle-roided jock type. No,
Yeah.
get that out of here.
You don't like the Bane.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
That
was so
bad.
stupid. That was bad.
Can we get a Spanish Bane, please? Thank you.
Can we get
No,
was it
no.
Harley Quinn cartoon Bane?
You
Just be live action?
You're never gonna get your Latin Bane. Bane is not Latin. He is British from now on, and he is played only by Tom Hardy. That's
you
right.
know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
That's all you're getting. You're not
Just
getting.
again, because he puts
Yes.
his hand on his shoulder.
I feel like he was a good Bane, but it's just not. He changed Bane. He made Bane a different character, but it was still good. It just
He
wasn't the
did,
Bane
yeah.
we wanted.
He
Yeah,
did like.
and
I
that's
don't
like the
know.
hard part.
That's a tough. Like I feel
He's
like
not Bane, but is.
maybe you
Yeah.
can get a I don't know, somebody of like Batista's size to play Bane.
I think he
next.
wants to play
I could see it.
Bane.
I could see it.
I
Yeah, I,
could
could see
swear I
him
read
doing
something
that.
saying that he wanted to play Bane.
I genuinely love Bane, says Jay Ricochet. I mean, Batman and Robin, Jay Ricochet says, when it first came out, because it was the first ever taste of Nightwing. J-Lab says Bane and Batman and Robin wasn't Bane. He was Roid Rage. And King Chris says, I didn't like Bane's mouthpiece. The thing had, the thing they had going on, like the little mouth breather thing.
The little
that
mouth
they had
breather.
going on.
Yeah.
But
What
I
a
mean,
lovely
hey,
research.
I'm actually, I like that we all liked three kind of different, Batman. That's just, I mean, he translates so well throughout the decades into different, mediums. It's crazy. Honestly, if you didn't say like or if we didn't specify live action, I'm throwing cartoons in there because he's freaking.
Oh no, I would have said Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood is amazing.
Like one of the top.
I don't know if I actually saw that.
Jensen Ackles as Red Hood.
Jensen Ackles.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh my gosh, Jensen Ackles destroys that kid. Like there is
really?
no like how good. Kevin Conroy to me is the best Batman. Jensen Ackles is for sure the best Red Hood. Like, yes, movie night, LB. We need to do this. That is a good movie.
If they ever jump forward in time, I would still want to see him as the Red Hood in a live action.
Did you see when he cosplayed as Red Hood?
Yeah, I did. I did see it.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, see that.
He knows what's going on. He knows the people wanted it. He knows that's what the fans wanted.
Because he crushed it. He crushed that role.
All right, we've gone for like 17 hours. What's happening before we go to the future of
one last thing? No, I think it's really cool with this new Batman movie is that they're going to be expanding on it and expanding the universe because the Penguin will be getting a spin-off show. Did you guys hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
I did.
Yeah, he's going to be getting a spin-off show, and I think they're going to be doing more just to build up the universe. And I think that's kind of cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so much to do with Gotham, and all the villains are so interesting. They're not limiting it just to movies. They're doing it kind of like as the MCU does with all of the characters. But it's just going to be like the Gotham
universe. But
universe.
is James Gunn gonna be the director of the Penguin?
I don't think so. I think his vibe is a little bit different.
First of all, James Gunn is everybody's vibe. All right, doesn't matter who he's directing.
I don't think he's the Batman.
You don't want to
vibe,
get
though.
some? Do you want to taste it? Penguin action, him coming out, waddling and dancing to the song.
Oh
you
my
serious?
God, no. No.
Wow. All right.
I don't
James
think
Gunn, get
it
on
would
it.
be the dark, gritty style that they would like.
It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. James Gunn, get on it. I know you just got married and you're probably doing the whole honeymoon thing, but put that to the side for hot. That's right.
Yeah,
he just got engaged. Yeah, so you got time, baby. You got time.
No, see, that's the thing. Like it would have to be Matt Reeves to keep the
vibe,
like, aesthetic, and the vibe.
Yeah, or like he could at least be like a co-assistant or whatever to like help make sure like it stays kind of cohesive, and then he has somebody that he trusts directs it.
Yo, it's got to be him.
Okay.
But I don't think he's gonna come back, guys.
Is he one of those like I'm a very artsy director to where I don't know too much about Matt Reeves or his work? Like there
was a lot of rumors him and Arbat didn't like each other. They fucking hate each other.
I feel like Robert Pattinson is acquired taste for personality.
I mean, he's a Hufflepuff, so it's whatever. Like
I think he should be friends with everybody.
He only falls for one person, and that's Voldemort. So,
oh my God,
going on, my boy, yeah. So going forward, everybody, with BYLO, because now that we're back on the podcast circuit, we'll be doing the chitlin circuit soon. Now I know you guys won't get what that is. That's a culture joke. But the chitlin circuit is a whole thing. I'm not going into it. Black History Month is over. So
Women's History Month.
So what do we got coming up for stuff? We'll be doing more streams, of course, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
5:30 p.m. PST.
5:30 on the dot. I try to be as punctual as possible to come out to see the streams. Stay for Rachel's farts.
Excuse you. How dare you? How absolutely dare you?
I'll change it. Come out for the streams. Stay for Rachel's at a cosplay of Star Trek: The Next Generation, because you're kind of wearing the captain's shirt right now. What it's looking like. So
I thought it was Joker.
Jonathan Frakes, is that you?
Wait, like this?
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Just say engage every time we do the show, and that'll be that'll be good enough.
I seen it. That's hilarious.
And then this Sunday we're playing D&D again.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll be there.
And then Rachel will finally be there. I feel like we played like a week ago. I swear it feels like that's
It wasn't.
It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been about 2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm not complaining because I need more D&D in my life.
February's
And
also very short, so
yeah, more conspiracies that we'll throw out there later of, we can put this month as the shortest month, and hey, let's give it to the black people. But we're just gonna glaze past that one. But no, D&D, loving it. I live tweet on the day that it's happening. If you guys follow us on Twitter, .com/before you log off, we are doing live streams and I take pictures of our characters. I keep you up to date on the whole story of the Paladins. What about Uncanny, says LB in chat. LB, I'm going to send you a picture of what we're working on. I've said it before on, so people that listen to the podcast, Uncanny is going to be another podcast that we're doing that's D&D, but set in the Marvel universe. We're shifting focus to where we're, instead of doing it like right into the story, we're going to follow the same route as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we're going to give all their characters their full-fledged one-shot, starting off with Rachel's character, Olive, and she will get her own very own episode, which I have cool stuff in the works for her. Actually, not even in the works. It's pretty much done. I'm just trying to finish like the last polishing on it, and I can't wait to share the stories. And then we'll have Steven's story for his character Lucas, and then after that, if Emma ever gives me her freaking soundtrack,
this guy right here,
I will write her story out, and then we can do the Uncanny coming together like the Avengers team up and start the main campaign. So that is still in the works. Everything else is still kind of like floating around with ideas and stuff, from like Hello Insomnia to the last comic book on the shelf, which I'm still writing stuff for that. But rest assured, just how we had to just jump back in it with this, we're going to jump back in it with all the other stuff too. So don't worry, we got a bunch of stuff still on the way. You can follow us on all the social medias. It's usually just Before You Log Off or BYLO Network as well, which is our YouTube. You can check us out there when we put up clips. TikTok, we've really been active on putting up clips up there. Our Twitter, we're always active on there. What other social medias we got, Rachel? Friendster?
Nope, that's it.
Asian Avenue? No, we're not on any of that. You don't remember that one?
Avenue?
You don't remember
never heard that.
AZN Avenue? You don't remember that website?
No, I was on Vampire Freaks.
Yeah, we're definitely not on that. So, thank you.
Okay.
I was
Rachel.
that was the MySpace for gothy kids.
I've learned a lot about Rachel.
I can guess. I can guess that was the MySpace for Rachel, for gothy kids.
Rachel.
It was just Rachel.
You know who's there? Bruce Wayne. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Back in the Tumblr and goth days.
I hate my life.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last
Rachel,
resort.
is there anything you would like to say to the crew of the Star Trek Enterprise before we log off?
Fuck you. You're the worst.
Wow. They are trying to boldly go where no man's gone before. Jeez.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
You're just really engaged in that combat.
I think we should tell her the
Wesley?
truth. Wow. Put you at Wesley status.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's right.
Damn.
Wow.
But you both at Wesley status.
Wow. Nobody
Was
cared
that-
about Wesley.
No one did.
That's the
Not
little
even
boy.
his mom, Richard.
I was trying to think of it.
Dang.
Will Wheaton?
Yeah,
Yeah, Will Wheaton. Yeah.
It's a train.
Oh my god.
Another
So you got
train.
anything you want to say before we log off, Rachel?
Say, hey.
I don't know why I'm still here in this podcast. I just get roasted all the
Because
time.
you love it. That's why.
Roasted all day, every day.
You
Masochist.
love it.
You've done this to yourself. And
I
Yeah.
have.
This is your Elden Ring.
Oh my god. You guys are my Elden Ring. Thank you.
Steven, anything you want to say before we log off?
yes. Tip your waitresses, compliment somebody, say something nice, and peace, not war. There you go.
Yeah,
Have a good
very
day.
much so. Very much so. All right,
Eat
then.
your vegetables.
Definitely do that, people. All right, so we're wrapping it up after a long hiatus for the internationally known Steven Gutierrez and the one in the chair, Rachel.
I'm getting a new chair. I hate you guys.
I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that is enough internet for today.